up, guys? It's your boy Barca boy 103. Today we're gonna be doing the match preview for Real Betis versus Barcelona in La Liga. Hopefully this is the last lazy match preview that I do, but we're gonna talk about the match tomorrow. Big game for Barcelona, coming off the back, of course, of that huge win against Atletico Madrid, the first big win of the season, and they want to continue that confidence in La Liga as they continue to be La Liga leaders by only 1 point. Real Madrid did beat Athletic Club this past Wednesday 3-0 at the San Mamés, so they are right behind us on our tails. In order for us to maintain our lead, we have to go out there and beat a very good Real Betis side, in my opinion. Now, Real Madrid are hosting Celta Vigo at the Bernabeu this weekend. That's probably a comfortable, easy 3 points for them. So Barcelona going away to Betis is going to be crucial. Betis, of course, easily top 7, top 6 team in La Liga. Their stadium as well will be an interesting location. Usually they play at their home stadium, the Benito Villamarín. Very hostile atmosphere. The fans are as close as you can get to the stadium. Very strong away ground, but this season it is going to be at the La Cartuja Stadium, which is where the Copa del Rey final was hosted last season when Kounde scored the winner. We are going to be playing in that stadium because the Benito Villamarín is going under construction and they have rented the La Cartuja for the entire season. So it's not Betis' actual main home stadium, it's kind of their Montjuic, so hopefully we can take advantage of that. Last season against Betis, we did struggle, I would say, overall. We drew against them twice and we beat them once in the Copa del Rey 5-1 after winning the Spanish Super Cup, but in both league games we did draw. Real Betis are the only team that Hansi Flick has not beaten in Spain that he's come up against so far. La Liga officially. Of course, we beat them in the cup, but we haven't beat them in the league. 2-2 away and a 1-1 draw at home. So this match is sure up to be quite the tight one. Of course, in terms of big players for Betis, they are going to be missing quite a few. No Lo Celso, no Isco, which is huge, and I believe no Hector Bellerin as well. Antony should be back from suspension after getting that red card the game before the Sevilla derby. I forget whether it was against Espanyol or something like that. Anyways, so yes, Betis, such a strong team. They've been doing so well this season. Abdi Islazelu, former Barcelona player, is absolutely on fire for them. Chucho Hernandez up front doing well. Altamira in the midfield, strong as you can get as well. The defense is probably not their weakest point, but I think their most vulnerable points. That's something to look out for as well. Manuel Pellegrini, absolutely strong coach over the past recent years in football, looking becoming a Betis legend over the past few seasons for what he's done there for them. So yes, Betis, such a strong team, definitely one to watch out for, and they'll make this game quite difficult. In terms of injury covers for Barcelona, Fermin Lopez and also Frankie de Jong are back. Probably both of them won't start, according to Flick as well. We'll talk about the press conference in just a few seconds, but both should be getting the green light when the squad list comes out tomorrow early morning. So Frankie, Fermin, both back. Ter Stegen is still training with the team, so he should be getting the green light, I would say, within the next week or so. Still no Gavi. Olmo out for a month after that dislocated shoulder after he fell, scoring the crucial goal against Atletico Madrid. So we won't see him until 2026, probably just around the time the Spanish Super Cup comes around. I do expect him to travel to Saudi, but we'll see how his recovery does go. But let's now get into the Flick press conference reaction. Of course, this early afternoon in Barcelona at the Ciutat Esportiva Joan Gamper, and let's get and see what he had to say. Starts off by saying that Betis have a fantastic team with players of great quality. We have to show the same level we did against Atletico Madrid. It was a great victory and it gave us more confidence, but we need to show it again tomorrow. Could not agree more. Betis have a fantastic team with players of great quality. It was a great victory against Atletico Madrid. It gives us more confidence, but we have to again show it tomorrow. He was then asked on Eric Garcia's contract renewal, which of course was made official this morning, signing a deal until 2031. And he said, I think that with the level he's playing at and what he's showing, he's doing very well and he deserves the renewal. He's an important player in the dressing room. He loves this club and he could be a captain of this team in the future. Big words there. Of course, Eric did end the Atletico Madrid match as the captain on the pitch. On Dani Olmo's injury, it's a pity. Fermin Lopez can play now. I'm not sure if he'll start yet, but I'm happy to have him back. Dani is a player of high level. These things happen, and we'll have to manage it. The defeat against Chelsea, as things stand today, we're happy to be playing at this level. After the defeat against Chelsea, I believe in and trust my team. We've shown that we connect well and occupy our positions properly. We do a great job, and that is what I want to see. On Raphinha, our relationship is very good. Rafa is a very important player for us. He sets the pressing dynamic with and without the ball. Being able to have him in a team is fantastic for me. On Gerard Martin is playing very well, focused and disciplined in both defense and attack. He does everything really well, and that's what we expect from him, and that is why he's playing. Eric Garcia, in terms of his improvements over the past, 2 seasons, since the beginning of the season, we were already being able to see his potential. At first, he struggled with injuries, but in the end, he's a very professional player. When someone wants to be a leader, it's also important to have discipline and give everything for the team, no matter if he plays as a fullback, as a pivot, and I'm very happy for him. On Gavi's return, he's doing well. On Tuesday, he celebrated the victory with everyone. He's processing well, and I'm sure he'll be back stronger than ever before. I hate hearing that line. Against Atletico Madrid, the team recovered its best moments. I really like what I saw, and also after the match as well. On Frankie de Jong, if he can start or not, I don't know yet if he'll start, but he can play tomorrow. I'm a coach, and only 11 players can start a game, but responsibility is also about behavior. When someone is frustrated, they can't give 100%. That has to be accepted. Not all players can play, and that's something I tell them, and I say it because I was also a player. Enjoy playing football with your teammates. That's the message I want to give. The situation is normal at a club like Barcelona. I understand that there are players who won't be happy, but they must give 100% regardless. What I do is manage the team, and you can have doubts. I try to be honest, and that's how I want to be. Maybe that's a bit of a long explanation, but that's how I feel in regards, of course, to player selection. And finally, he was asked on Lamine Yamal's defensive work rate against Atletico Madrid. He said, look, we always talk about players in both their attack and defensive roles, even against Atletico. His pressing helped us a lot and helped the team in general. He has improved greatly in defense, but also in attack. The level he's showing is fantastic. I love watching him. He's a player who always wants to improve. He wants to keep going and get past the next opponent. Sometimes it's not easy. There are many players in La Liga who enjoy these 1v1 situations, but in Lamine's case, 90% of the time, he does get fouled, and he still keeps going. So again, a lot of encouragement there from Flick on the team, especially on the big win against Atletico Madrid, confirming, of course, both Fermin and Frankie can play tomorrow, but probably won't start. Talks about the important role of Rafa, the improvement of both Eric Garcia and Gerard Martin. So again, I wouldn't say we're on a positive term right now, but we're in a good mood. And it's now down to this game, as I say there in the caption, to continue building the momentum. In regards to starting lineups from Barcelona, I do expect this to go fairly strong. I see Joan Garcia in goal. This defense is so interesting because whether we play Kounde at right back or not determines where Eric Garcia really plays at this point. Of course, we'll probably see Gerard Martin and Cubarsi as a back partnership, Balde at left back. I don't see Christensen coming to this game unless Martin is tired or maybe Cubarsi is tired. No, Araujo still dealing with mental health issues. He won't start Frankie. You're probably going to see Pedri and someone else in the pivot. This really comes down to who. I think he'll probably keep it Eric Garcia and then keep the front four the same. The question now is, with Fermin not being able to start and no Dani Olmo, who will play in the 10? I see Flick putting Pedri or Raphinha in the 10. And I do think there's more of a possibility that we could see Rafa in the 10, because that way he can play Marcus Rashford out on the left. So with Flick, I think he'll go with Joan Garcia in goal, back four of Kounde, Cubarsi, Gerard Martin, Balde, double pivot of Pedri, Eric Garcia, and a front four of Rashford, Lamine Yamal, Rafa, and Lewandowski up top. For me personally, ever since that Levante game, like what was the second or third game of the season, I've not been a fan of Rafa in the 10. I would go the front three of Rafa, Lamine, Lewa. I would actually go with Dro in the 10. I thought he looked really silky in that cameo against Atletico Madrid. I would go with Pedri and Eric, probably Pedri and Casado in the Pepe because I want to see Eric at right back, Cubarsi, and Gerard Martin, Balde, and Joel Garcia. I personally would have started Kounde. I don't think he played well against Atletico. I saw some people in the comments saying that they thought he was amazing, which I don't know what kind of game you're watching, but I don't think Kounde has deserved to be starting, week in, week out. So in order to drop him, I had to put Eric Garcia at right back, and that's led to, of course, Casado in the midfield. But in terms of score prediction, I think this game's going to be tight. I think if we're the same old Barcelona, we'll probably end up drawing this game. But if things have changed, if things have improved, especially in terms of the morale and confidence in this team, I think we can go on and win this game. Betis are a good team. As a stadium where you could say it's a bit of a neutral ground, seeing that the players are not used to playing week in, week out. But we cannot be vulnerable at the back. Betis are a hard team to break down. That first goal needs to fall in our hands. I don't see us keeping a clean sheet. I'm gonna go with a narrow 2-1 Barcelona victory, but I think there's a good chance we drop points in this game. Again, all comes down to what has changed. Is it changing up here? Was it just a big win against Atletico Madrid? Does that win mean something more? Is there more to come? These are the questions that will be answered in this game. I'll probably put, a draw at 50% chance of happening, Barcelona win at 30, and then a Betis win at like 20. I think Betis have a good opportunity to nick this game. They're, in their stadium against a Barcelona team that have been fragile this season. They're good players. They're a good team on paper. They can definitely get got at. They, of course, got true draws against us last season in La Liga, scoring 3 goals, conceding 3 goals. So you absolutely never know what can happen. I think Betis are a strong enough team to cause Barcelona some serious issues, but we need to be on our A game. Of course, both teams at their peak. Barcelona win this 9 times out of 10, but it comes down to who's going to be on it on the night. I believe Barcelona can win it, but based on how this season has been going, the mood, morale, and how I've been feeling, I can see us dropping points in this game. Especially with Madrid playing Celta Vigo, it's going to be quite a hard blow as well. But if Barcelona are changing, if we're on the right path now, we're going to be improving. We go out and win this game. But my official prediction, 2-1 narrow victory. And that's the match preview for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, of course, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course in the comments down below as well, let me know your thoughts on everything we discussed, your score prediction, and of course your lineup prediction. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Set the reminder on the screen. Come and join me and watch the game with me. Fall share for the match by my match review. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's collect these 3 big points. If not, we're going to end the year off on an absolute gloomy mood. Take care and Forza Barca.